It's on his way.
Where's Dylan?
There he is.
Dylan.
Fashionably late.
Hello.
One is never late. Everyone else is early.
Everyone's trying.
I said you're never late. Everyone else is just early.
That's right.
I like the way you look at things.
All right.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, what's up? Good. You guys just want to hang?
No, we're good.
If you wanted to watch an episode of Arrested Development.
That sounds about right.
I haven't seen the new Arrested Development.
You need to.
Is it awesome?
It is pretty awesome.
It's on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
You can snag it whenever.
Okay.
I'll do it this week.
Okay, we're ready to jump into questions. I have questions, and I'm so glad you're both here because I have a question that works for both of you. So both of you are both your characters are clearly suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. Did either of you research it? What do you think your characters' triggers are, and how do you choose to portray that?
That might be the most intense question I've ever gotten.
I stayed up night after night. I'm sorry.
It's funny. I mean, I don't think we've ever addressed that with Derek specifically. I think it's something that I would love to play with coming up in 3B if Jeff feels so inclined to do so. Just because I feel like with what he's gone through this year, I think it's taken a new toll on him. I think the amount of responsibility he's starting to feel for the mess that is in Beacon Hills, I think it's starting to kind of ride high on him. I think he's really starting to feel the weight of that. So that's something that we can address specifically in 3B, and if Jeff wants to make something out of that, I would love to explore that. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. Styles, actually, a little later in this season, it gets more so like that. Really, quite specifically, actually, with my character, I do start freaking out, and that stuff I don't have to research that stuff. I'm a very anxiety-ridden dude anyway, so I have experience with stress and making myself freak out, panic attacks. So I just pull it from there, from myself.
I have a question actually about Derek. So throughout the show so far, he keeps getting used, his body keeps getting used against his will. So there's Kate, and then Scott and Gerard, and now Boyd. Is that pattern significant in any specific way, or is it just generally Derek's life is terrible?
I think Derek's life just sucks right now, to be honest. I think it's just a series of bad luck. Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of the progression of the story. I know with what I've talked to Jeff about with the upcoming second half of the season, the second half of the 24. You're going to kind of start to see, I guess, why it is that things are going this way for Derek. It will be significant in the development of other storylines and other characters. So it will definitely start to have a broader effect on the rest of the cast and the characters in the show. So that'll be fun to explore once we get to it.
Dylan, can you tease about the Styles Lydia kiss that we saw?
I can tease that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hey, Daniel's waving at me. I can tease that that was one of my favorite scenes to shoot all season, although I could never really talk about it because, big spoiler. I can tease it's not exactly what you think, but it's just as sweet, and it's a great moment for the characters. I think like at this point where we are with what we've built with those two characters and that relationship, it's such a great scene for them. Kind of. I don't want to spoil it all. It's really sweet though. It's all it's sweet. I keep wanting to say more and I can't. It's a really nice moment for them as friends, as just as the humans that they're really connected, and he's in love with her.
I know you were saying yesterday in the panel, Derek rarely has wins. Never.
Someone just needs to hold the door for him once.
So funny.
But do you personally think Derek is a good alpha?
No. I think Derek's heart is in the right place. I do think that as much as in the beginning of season 2, we may have made it look like he had very selfish motives and reasons for why he wanted to be an alpha. I think at the end of the day, what we've always talked about Derek being really is kind of that guy in the Western movie who really just wants to be like out on his farm with his family and just kind of to himself and just to live a kind of like a simple life. And really, I kind of think that's what he was trying to do with building this pack. I mean, his whole family really is gone, and so I think he was just really tired of being that Omega, that lone wolf. I think he really just wanted like a family and that connection with people again. So I think his heart is in the right place. I just think he's done a really bad job going about it. He's not positioned himself well at all. So
I actually have a follow-up question to that. Obviously, we haven't seen it, but I know actors a lot of times build their own history in their head so that you know where you're coming from. What have you built as what Derek wanted to be or was up to in those 6 years? Like, what did he want to be when he grew up?
I would
seriously.
I know. I can laugh even though I'm taking you seriously.
I think it's really great that the flashback episode is coming up this week because that answers a lot of questions, and it answered a lot of questions for me too. I mean, there are things that as an actor you do try to at least give yourself to have some kind of point of reference to be coming from when you're doing scenes and you are kind of feeling out this character and why they are a certain way. But it is also nice to get specifics from the person who's created that character. And so this episode coming up next week is going to be really great to answer a lot of those questions and stuff. And really to see, it's an innocence lost kind of story for Derek, and he's had it really rough. So I think it'll be an exciting episode.
Super cool. The next episode's so
really good.
But what did you, if anything, what did you build for yourself?
For myself, it was just that they were. Sorry. There was. I see them as a very powerful family. I always saw them as kind of like I saw the Hales and the Argents as kind of like these long lines of lineage of like ancient hunters and ancient werewolves who've just kind of always been at the top of their game. And I think for Derek, it was just the same thing. I don't think he ever wanted anything too grand. I think he loved his family. He's very close to his family, and I think he just wanted to, continue that legacy. I think when you come from people who set such a strong example, I think you feel a lot of pressure to continue that. And so I think he just wanted to be a good person, a good alpha someday maybe. But I don't know if that was ever his. I don't think being an alpha or having that power was his initial goal. I think that's something that's been put on him, just through circumstance.
Dylan, so in the latest episode, you were about to tell your dad what was going on, and then it didn't work out. Is that still something that Styles is open to doing something soon?
Yeah, not exactly open to it, I guess, but it just might have to happen at this point. He's understanding that maybe it's time, because he's always kept it from him to protect him, obviously, but sometimes it's not. That's not always the case, and especially recently, it's almost put him in more harm's way, having him in the dark like that. So, that'll still be happening. I think in a couple episodes. There's actually a really funny scene too when I do go try to tell him, and it's just not working. I don't know how to explain it because if you think about it, that's true too. There's all that build up with it, and then if you think about it, what am I actually going to say to him?
Did you get someone to prove it?
To hear what?
Did you get someone?
Good. Good guess. You nailed it. Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, that definitely still happens.
Can you say who?
Can I say who? I don't know. It's not a huge spoiler, I guess, for me. I guess, yeah. Me and Adelaide are together that episode. Me and Cora have we end up together, and yeah, she's with me when I'm telling my dad. It's a very funny little scene.
Yeah. So in a recent episode, when your character was worried about being de-virginized,
yes,
and Danny comes up and says, "I'll do it," your reaction to that was very sincere. Your character's reaction, and it's very different because normally gay characters are sort of the butt of the joke, but in this case, it was the joke that was the butt of the joke, and the way that your character reacted to that is pretty groundbreaking for TV that is aimed at teens.
Awesome.
Were you aware of that at this time?
Yeah. Well, I was aware of it, actually, weirdly enough. I ad-libbed that So Sweet thing just because I felt like there was something needed to be there, like, where I don't just, like, stare at him and he walks away, you know, like, that didn't, to me, it didn't feel right, having the scene like that. So I thought that made sense, you know, because that's, I mean, it was really sweet of him. That was it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, these are fast. Sorry, guys. All right.
Well, thanks for taking us out.
Nice talking.
Thank you guys so much.
Good
Appreciate it.
hanging out. This is cool, by the way. I was looking at that.
Thank you.
I want to know how that works.
Thank you.
I guess I know. It's just
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.